Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're just doing a bit of an update since the last video. Like I said at the end of the last video, I was going to train myself as much as I can in Reversity to prepare for Chu Chu Island. You can see as of right now I am 209, almost 210, and I trained almost exclusively at Reversity. So from level 206 to where I am right now, I trained on this map, T-Boys Research Train 3. I found that this is a comfortable training spot for Paladin because there was only one higher platform that I had to reach to, but my, I think Heaven's Hammer, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Heaven's Hammer could reach the top platform pretty easily when I jumped from the bottom floor, so I could clear the top platform. And the EXP rate here was pretty good because they have pretty good base EXP, and I found that this map always had really good burning. Whenever that the burning fell below 70%, which wasn't very often because I played in Australian time zone. Most of the maps were like 80 plus burning. Whenever the map I was on changed down to 70 or lower, I would just change channel to the next one and it would be up to 80 to 100% burning. And it was very comfortable training. The EXP boosts that I had were the 2x EXP I got from the daily gift. I also have the Spirit Pendant on. And I had it on, I just AFK'd for like 2 hours or something to get the 30% extra EXP, and I used that to train. I lost a little bit of damage, so it was a bit difficult to one-shot sometimes. I just had to get lucky on my crits to one-shot. But for the most part, it was really good. Like I mentioned at the end of the previous video, I also had some 2x coupons from the Legion shop. If you guys aren't familiar with the Legion shop, it's just this guy here. If you have some blocks in your Legion, like for example, I only have my own character's block in it, you can get coins passively, and you can buy this coupon to give you double EXP for 30 minutes. So I had two 30-minute coupons from my daily, and then I bought two Legion ones as well to train. Like I said, I only earned so far 140 coins also to be able to use it, so this should be deducted by 140. I could have also done the Legion daily quest as well to get more coins, but I didn't need to do this because I already accumulated 140 to get enough double EXP. And like I said, I don't usually like to train too much because I do find it quite boring, but I felt for Reversity it was easier just to do it all at once. Additional EXP boosts I used were the Monster Park potions. I used the Golden Monster Park potion as well, which is really easily accessible. Just by doing Monster Park you can get some coins, and then you can trade the coins in for these 10% EXP pots. To help with training, I also used the green and red potions as well. They give more attack speed and more damage, so then it's easier to one-shot and you attack faster so you can clear the map faster. And also from the daily gift, I got the Wild Totem coupon, so I used one of them. I still have another one that I can use later on, but I used a Wild Totem to help me train. So it was Wild Totem, double EXP, and the Gold Potion. So I was missing one EXP boost, which is the MVP one that it gets announced every once in a while. Here we go, someone announced Channel 16, Mushroom Shrine 59, which was about 6 minutes ago as of this recording. That means that they're going to give a map-wide EXP boost to everybody in that map for 1.5 times EXP that stacks with all your other EXP boosts. So I could have used that as well, but honestly I'm a little bit lazy, and whenever I go to an MVP I always crash, so I didn't want to crash while training. So I could have pretty comfortably got to 210 if I had to use the MVP boost, but yeah, like I said, I chose not to. And finally, of course, Holy Symbol, just remembering to constantly press this every time it comes off cooldown to get the extra EXP rates. What I did was, in my V Matrix, I added all my V Matrix points into the Holy Symbol slot. So you can see here, currently it's level 6, even though it's a level 1 node. You can put your Matrix points into your V Matrix to up the level artificially, so you don't need to have multiple of the same nodes to upgrade it. So in this case, my level 1 Holy Symbol is effectively level 6, so I got the extra few percentages from my drop in EXP while I was training, which was nice. So for the second part of this video, I wanted to talk about the gear that I was using to train, because obviously with better gear, you can train faster, you hit harder. So I'll just go through the upgrades that I've made so far. In terms of the items, nothing has changed, but a lot of potentials has changed. So from the end of the last video, I think I got about 1 bill, so I got about 400 mil from my Maple Tour, and I did Ursus a few times, and of course my daily bosses. Then I sold my Spell Tracers and Philosopher Stones to get to about 1 bill, and bought a bunch of black and red cubes. So I use black cubes to tier up, so I'm aiming to tier up a lot of my gear at the moment, so that's why I tried to use black cubes, and then I would use my red cubes to reroll potentials where I need it. The most significant increase on my damage so far has been my emblem, so it tiered up to legendary from unique. I think it took maybe 10 to 15 cubes to tier up, and I used some red cubes and I got it to 1 line attack, 1 line IED, and 1 line strength, which is good enough for now. If you guys are wondering which lines you're going to go for on your emblem, usually attack and IED lines are what you're looking for, especially when you're just starting off because IED is hard to come by. So if you're planning to boss, 2 lines IED, 1 line attack, 1 line IED, or 2 lines attack, they're all great. I re-rolled my shield. I now have, instead of 9% attack, I have 12% attack. My second line is 9% damage, and then I have 9% crit rate. I'm probably going to keep this for the time being because I don't have very much crit rate on this character because of the lack of links. So this crit rate increase would be very handy. The damage line isn't that good. You'd rather have an IED line, a boss line, or an attack line. So that's kind of an inefficient line on this, but at the same time, to roll for something better than what I have right now might cost a lot, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. And lastly, for the main 3, I've got my weapon. I was trying to tier this up with black cubes, but it didn't tier up, but I did get 2 attack lines. Now, I was thinking about whether or not I'm going to re-roll over this, and I probably won't, because the 2 attack lines is already a pretty significant increase. To get something better than this 2 attack line on my weapon, I'm going to have to tier up to legendary and then get 2 good lines. And that might cost an upwards of 1 bill. If I really struggle with the damage, I might recube this, but I think I'm just going to keep the sword as it is and not go any further than this. As for my other pieces of equipment, I haven't changed any of my Von Leon or my cape. My Kana set hasn't changed as well, I believe. My rings have mostly stayed the same. I did manage to tier up the condensed power crystal in a few cubes from epic to unique, and I re-rolled it for 9% main stat. Eye accessory hasn't changed. One of the pendants stayed the same, but the other one tiered up to 11% as well. So you can see here now both of them are 11%. And my earring also tiered up and is currently sitting at 14%. So pretty nice increase. The most important one, of course, is my emblem being legendary, and I'm very happy with that. My current range is sitting just underneath 1 mil. I've got 965. And once I get to Chu Chu Island and get the next arcane symbol, I should be at about 1 mil range. So the reason why I'm not doing it at the moment is I currently only have 150 arcane force. So I'll need this to be level 8 for me to comfortably finish the Chu Chu pre-quest. I could like slog it out, but I'm kind of lazy, quite honestly. I don't want to have to kill 200 of each of these monsters while I'm 9 levels underneath them and also 10 arcane force under. It will just take a while. And unless I had help or something like that, I probably won't do it. So yeah. That's where I am at the moment. To finish off this video, I'm going to see if I can do a new boss that we haven't done yet, which is Hard Hilla. So for Hard Hilla, I went in with just underneath 1 million range, and with whatever boss damage and IED I had at the time. For this boss fight, we'll need a few things. The first is knowing how to avoid her cage mechanic. The cage mechanic is a pretty annoying one because if you get hit by it, she will basically heal back to full. So there are 3 ways to avoid the cage mechanic. The first way to avoid the cage is to use your iframe if your class has one. If you time your iframe as soon as she casts the cage, you'll be able to dodge it. The second way to dodge it is to use your Hero's Will or equivalent skill. I think all classes except Cygnus Knights have this skill, so this is an easy way to dodge the cage as well. Alongside Hero's Will, you have a 5th job skill you can get from a node called Will of Urda, and it does effectively the same thing. You just need to make sure that for both these skills, you have to cast it as soon as the text comes on the screen, otherwise you'll get caged. The third way to avoid the cage is to be dead while it happens. She can still cast the cage when you're dead, and if she does do that, you'll want to spawn immediately and then do as much damage as you can until it comes off cooldown for her. She casts the cage once every minute or so, so make sure you take note of the timer so then you'll know when she will cast it again. I actually managed to take her down to almost 0%, but then I got greedy with my iframe and I actually got caged when she was at 5% HP, so she healed back to full. After healing back to full, I decided to just wait out all my cooldowns. So I had my iframe, my Hero's Will, and my Will of Urda all ready to go, and I managed to clear it with no problem after that. If you guys want a more in-depth guide on how to fight Hilla, please let me know in the comments so then I can make this video for you guys. This video is more to show you guys that it is possible to do it with the stats that I have at the moment. So if you guys do have links in Legion, this boss can be quite easy, especially if you are familiar with the boss mechanics. So after about 15 to 20 minutes, or whatever it was, of the boss fight, I did manage to kill hard Hilla solo, as you guys saw on screen. So you can see here I've got her crystal, which will give us about 40 to 50 mil, something like that. It's a nice amount of money that we can do every week now. Another good thing about her is that she also drops the Black Heart box. Unfortunately, I didn't get the drop today, but she does give you a box that gives you a chance of getting a permanent pet. So if you can kill hard Hilla, give it a go, because like I said, the free pet is really nice and the money is always good as well. So let's quickly go sell this crystal. Well, there we go, 33 mil. I thought it was in the 40 to 50 range, but I might be mixing it with the normal Empress crystal. So, I mean, 30 mil is still pretty good. I'm not going to complain about pretty much free money. So that's about it for this video. I didn't have anything else in mind to talk about today. So today was mostly just training in Reverse City and doing hard Hilla. Reverse City has good EXP rates, and we want to take advantage of our double EXP coupon, our Spirit Pendant, and of course the Wild Totem. You don't need to do the training for the whole 2 hours, it can get a bit tedious, but the Wild Totem is quite nice for getting that extra spawn rate so you can train a little bit faster. And also recapping on our equips, I got my Alien Pendant to Unique and my Alien Earring to Unique and rolled them for a nice potential. So you got 14% here and 11% here. Also got our Emblem to Legendary with 1 attack line, 1 IED line, and the sword to 2 attack lines. Our range clean at the moment is just underneath 1 mil, and this is before we distributed our points into our hyperstats. Ideally, I would have done hard Hilla with proper distribution of my hyperstats, but I've got a bunch of points in Arcane Force, which I will need to clear Chu Chu Island, and the bonus EXP was what I was using while I was training. My goal at the moment is to get to 210, so then I can actually go to Chu Chu Island and then unlock the second arcane symbol. The second arcane symbol will give us about 300 main stat, which is a huge boost, and will obviously unlock the Chu Chu Island area, so then we can do the dailies there as well. Not to mention, once we level up to 210, we'll unlock another slot, so then we can put our decent sharp eyes in, on top of what we have at the moment. So pretty exciting things coming up. In terms of my gear goals, I am pretty much done with my weapon, secondary, and emblem, and we'll be working towards getting better potentials across my epic items. So I'm going to try to get all my epic items to unique with 2 lines or so. So this is these are all 2-line epic items, and yeah, my goal is to get them to unique and then 2-line them as well. I'll be cubing everything with black cubes to get them to tier up, because they have a high rate of tiering up, and also have a higher chance of getting prime lines, which is what we're looking for. Anyway guys, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. If you guys want to see more videos from me, make sure you guys subscribe so then you guys are notified when I upload. And as always, leave a like and comment if you're enjoying the content. And yeah, have a nice day.